Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Mo and Ash Vibes. We are back with another extremely important video related to Canadian immigration. Now, a couple of months ago, we made a video where we talked about that how can you convert your visitor visa to work permit in Canada. A lot of people found that video really helpful, बट वी ऑल्सो रियलाइज कि ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनको बहुत ज़्यादा कन्फ्यूजन है कि आप कौन से टाइप के वर्क परमिट के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं और वो टाइप के वर्क परमिट के लिए क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, क्या एलिजिबिलिटी रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, तो क्या कंडीशंस हैं जो आपको पूरी करनी है, क्या उसके लिए जॉब ज़रूरी है कि नहीं ज़रूरी है. So we got a lot of questions from different people asking about the same question. So we decided that let's make a video on this and let's talk about this so that people have a little bit more clarity कि अगर आप इस situation में हैं where you have to or where you want to convert your visitor visa to work permit, तो आप कौन से टाइप के वर्क परमिट के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं और उसकी क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं. So we are going to talk about all those things in this video, so stay tuned till the end of this video. So a public policy came into effect on August 24, 2020 that allowed visitors who are in Canada to convert their visitor visa to work permit. And then later on this policy got extended until February 28, 2023. So the most common question that has been asked from us over and over again is job necessary if we want to apply for this work permit, for this particular work permit where we want to convert our visitor visa to a work permit. So इस situation के लिए क्या job necessary है? So a simple answer to that question is yes. Because in this situation where you want to convert your visitor visa to a work permit, you are going to apply for an employer specific work permit. तो जो आपका वर्क परमिट होगा वो जॉब ऑफर से सपोर्टेड ही होगा because it is employer specific work permit. So a simple answer to that question is yes, that you need a job offer in order to apply for this employer specific work permit and in order to convert your visitor visa to a work permit. But I know that a lot of you might not know about this work permit, that what is employer specific work permit. So let's talk about this a little bit more in detail and let's know more about that what is employer specific work permit. तो जो employer specific work permit होता है that allows you to work in Canada, but इस work permit पे कुछ conditions होती हैं. Now that conditions could be that आप किसी स्पेसिफिक एम्प्लॉयर के लिए ही काम कर सकते हैं या आप कुछ स्पेसिफिक आवर्स ही काम कर सकते हैं. And sometimes in some situation the condition could be on the location of the work as well. So yes, इस वर्क परमिट का बेनिफिट ये है फर्स्ट कि आप अपना विजिटर वीज़ा से आप वर्क परमिट में कन्वर्ट हो रहे हैं. सो इन इटसेल्फ इट इज़ अ बेनिफिट. बट अनदर बेनिफिट इसका ये है कि आपको अलाउड है काम करना, बट definitely some conditions will be there on this particular work permit. Now in order to apply for this work permit, you would need a copy of your employment contract, and also you would need one of the following, which is a copy of your LMIA, or you would need an offer of employment number, which is for LMIA exempt workers, which means कि अगर आपको ये work permit के लिए apply करना है then आपको ऑफर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट की कॉपी तो लगेगी ही लगेगी, बट एट द सेम टाइम either you should have your LMIA की कॉपी और you should have your offer of employment number, and ये नंबर जो है LMIA exempt workers को ही मिलता है. So ये दो डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपके लगेंगे when you are going to apply for your employer specific work permit. But first let's talk about what is LMIA. LMIA stands for Labor Market Impact Assessment. This is a document that a Canadian employer may need if they want to hire a foreign worker. So basically जो ये document है इसके लिए employer को apply करना पड़ता है. अब ये LMIA document क्या काम करता है? What is the whole concept behind this document? Let me explain you in a simple language. Now let's say there is a Canadian employer who is hiring, who needs people to work for him, but he is unable to find any person who's already a Canadian citizen or a Canadian PR to do the job. In that situation, he is left with no option but to hire a foreign worker or a foreign national, because he's unable to find anybody who's already a Canadian citizen or already a Canadian PR to do the job. So इस situation में जो employer होता है, he applies for the LMIA because he still needs workers, right? He still needs employees to do the job. He still needs to keep his business running. He still needs people. तो जब उनको कोई Canadian citizen या PR नहीं मिल रहा है, तो वो अप्लाई करते हैं LMIA के लिए, because इस डॉक्यूमेंट का मतलब है that you are in a need to hire a foreign national, a foreign worker. So if the employer gets a positive LMIA, it confirms that there is a need of a foreign worker. So now after receiving a positive LMIA, the employer can hire a foreign worker. Now once the employer receives a positive LMIA, और अगर आपकी भी employer से बात हो गई है that okay, you need a foreign worker and I need to apply for this work permit, तो अगर आप आपस में बात कर लेते हैं and you find an employer who's ready to support you with your work permit, तो उस situation में on the basis of that LMIA number, on the basis of that LMIA, you can apply for this employer specific work permit. Please make sure that if you are somebody who's already in this process, yeah, if you are somebody who is wanting to convert their visitor visa to work permit, then please make sure that जो आप employer ढूंढ रहे हो उसके पास LMIA हो, because in order to apply for this employer specific work permit, as I said before, you either need LMIA or you need an offer of employment number which is for LMIA exempt workers. But अगर आप LMI के through कर रहे हैं, then you would need an LMI. It means कि employer के पास LMIA होना चाहिए, because when you are going to apply for this work permit, तो आपका job offer letter लगेगा, आपका employment contract लगेगा, आपका LMIA number लगेगा, आपके LMIA की copy लगेगी. So you would need these documents in order to apply for the employer specific work permit. So make sure when you're looking for the employer has the LMIA if you want to convert your visitor visa to the work permit. So ये तो थी बात LMIA के बारे में. But the second option is that if you are an LMIA exempt worker, then you can still apply for the employer specific work permit, but in that situation you would need an offer of employment number, because this is the number that you get if you are an LMIA exempt worker, or because ये LMIA exempt है, so you don't have to worry about the LMIA. But इसमें ये है कि हर कोई qualify नहीं करता है for the LMIA exempt worker category में. So there are different categories on the basis of which you can qualify. There are different situations, and all of these situations have their own criterias, own eligibility factors. Now there are so many different criterias and different situations जिनके under you may qualify, but then you need to check it for yourself whether you qualify as an LMIA exempt worker or not. Similarly, let's say if your occupation is in the field that is going to provide Canada with either economic, social or cultural benefit, then in that situation you may qualify under the LMIA exempt worker category. So it really depends on your situation as well. Some of the examples of those situations are Canada International Non-Trade Agreements, intra-company transfers, professionals or technicians, francophone mobility, television and film production, academic exchanges like professors and visiting lecturers, performing arts, medical residents and fellows, refugee claimants. These are just some of the examples under which you may qualify for LMIA exempt category. But similarly इसी की तरह और भी ऐसी unique situations हैं जो allow करती हैं that you apply under the category of LMIA exempt worker. So it really depends on your situation, your unique situation, your occupation and a lot of other factors कि whether you fall under LMIA exempt category or not. You will have to check this for yourself, but definitely if you want to apply for the employer specific work permit, you would need to have the employment contract and you would need to have either LMIA और दी ऑफर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट नंबर। अब वो आपको जाके चेक करना है कि जो आपकी जॉब है या आपकी जो सिनेरियो है, जो सिचुएशन है, वो किसी LMIA exempt कैटेगरी में फॉल करती है कि नहीं. So you will have to check this for yourself, but these are the two ways through which you can convert your visitor visa to your work permit, and the work permit is going to be the employer specific work permit. So this was our today's quick video on the employer specific work permit, because हमारी पिछली वीडियो से जो हमने couple of months ago बनाई थी, where we talked about this thing के how to convert your visitor visa to your work permit. We received a lot of appreciation for that particular video because people found it really helpful, but at the same time people also had a lot of questions regarding the kind of work permit they can apply for, या उनको job चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए. I hope इस video ने आपके सारे doubts clear कर दिए होंगे, and I hope that this video proves to be useful for you. Again, I would say just also remember the fact कि जो ये public policy extend हुई है, ये February 28, 2023 तक ही हुई है. I don't know उसके बाद क्या होगा, उसके बाद क्या situation होंगी, क्या options होंगे, but this particular public policy is valid until February 28, 2023. So आपको जो भी करना है उससे पहले करना है. Keep this thing in mind. Still, if you have any more questions related to our today's video, अगर आपको अभी भी कोई doubts हैं या अभी भी आपको कोई और clarity चाहिए, then feel free to comment in the section below, and I'm going to reply to your messages as soon as possible. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also like the video and share the content. Now, I will see you in our next video. Until next time, ta-da!